Are you a traveler that has some essential items that you can absolutely never leave home without when you travel? My name is Andrew Lindsay, and I show travelers how to travel better, live healthier, and improve their overall lifestyle. And if you enjoy the content in this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I put out a video like this every single week to help travelers, and be sure to hit that notifications bell so you never miss a video. And this week, I'm going to be talking about the most essential items that you should never leave without when you're traveling. So let's jump right in to number one. The first item that I have on my list is headphones. Now, headphones are obviously so that way you can listen to your music and listen to your videos while you're on the plane, but some people expect that the airline is actually going to provide headphones, and they may or they may not. But if they do, you have no idea if they will be brand new or not, meaning you don't know if they'll be used, if they would have been cleaned, you don't know if they're going to charge for them. And because they keep changing the ports on all of our cell phones, you never know if they're going to provide headphones that actually work for your phone. So I highly recommend that you bring your own headphones. And if you choose to bring Bluetooth headphones, I recommend you also bring a backup pair of wired headphones, because your Bluetooth headphones can die, especially on long flights. And if you're looking for a pair of Bluetooth headphones that are reliable with a long battery life, I highly recommend the IsoTunes wireless earbuds. And I've actually had these for years. They are my go-to wireless earbuds, and I actually picked these up because I used to work in an environment where I ran sound for live bands, and it was extremely loud, and I was looking for a good pair of noise isolating headphones. So these things are phenomenal for being able to isolate the noise, and where you can actually hear everything and not, have a bunch of sound pollution coming in. They do a great job of blocking out the outside noise, and not to mention they have a phenomenal battery life. I wanted something that was going to last for a while, and I think that these headphones are actually advertised at around 8 to 10 hours of battery life. But since I bought this pair of headphones, I believe that they have actually released a new pair of headphones with a longer battery life than these. But I highly recommend buying these. They're very comfortable. They're reasonably priced at, I think, just maybe a little bit over $100. They're not that expensive for what you get out of them, and I've had them for years. They've been extremely reliable, and they are great headphones. So if you're looking for a pair of wireless buds, I highly recommend them. But they also have a pair of wired earbuds too, if you are looking for some wired earbuds. I haven't tried those out yet, but if they're anything like the wireless ones, I highly recommend those too. And if you'd like to pick up those headphones or any other products I mentioned in this video, then you can do so by going to the link that I leave in the description at kit.co. That's my personal kit with all the travel products that I'm going to mention in this video, all in one place, so you can pick them all up right in one spot. The next essential item that I have on my list is a charger adapter. So this is for when you go to other countries. Believe it or not all countries have the exact same charger ports that we do here in the US. And nothing would be worse than getting to another country just to find out that you cannot even charge your phone. You don't want to be in another country where you cannot charge your phone. So be sure to pick up a charger adapter that has adapters for different countries. I would say look up international travel adapter, or again, you can go to the link that I'm leaving in the description that will include an international charger adapter just for you that you can pick up. The next item that I have on my list is a portable charger. Kind of like the charger adapter, you don't want to be left without the ability to charge your phone. And I know that you may be thinking, well, I'm going to go on the airplane, I'll have a charger port on the airplane, and then when I get to my hotel, I'll have a charger port, I'll be fine. Well, that is not always the case. Sometimes you go on a plane and they don't have any charger ports, or in my case, where I went on a plane that had charger ports and multiple charger ports were broken. This happens all the time, so do not count on the charger ports on an airplane to be able to charge your phone, because they may very well be broken. So bring a portable charger. Trust me, it is absolutely worth it. And when one of those ports doesn't work and you have that portable charger, you are going to be thankful that you brought it. The next item I have on my list is a travel pillow. So this is so that way you can sleep comfortably on the airplane. When you sleep on the airplane without a travel pillow, sometimes you can get like neck pain, or it can be really uncomfortable, or if you're like me, you just can't really sleep on an airplane very well. And a travel pillow will make your experience on an airplane so much more comfortable, especially if you're trying to sleep on a long flight. So get a travel pillow. The next essential item that I'm going to say that you need is a pen. Now, I know that this sounds super silly, but there is an actual reason for bringing a pen when you travel. If you're traveling internationally, you may have to fill out an arrival card. And I actually learned this the hard way the 2 times that I went to Mexico, where I forgot a pen, and you get there, they expect you to fill out an arrival card and nobody has a pen. You actually have to ask someone else who's filling out their card if you can borrow a pen. So you really don't want to be in that position. Be sure to bring a pen, especially if you're traveling internationally, because you are going to be waiting for quite a bit of time just to get a pen, just to fill out your arrival card if you don't bring one. So be sure to bring a pen. Don't forget it. The next one on my list is contact solution. So for those of you that wear contacts, bringing contact solution is an absolute necessity. And this is for obvious reasons. Your eyes can dry out. You could potentially have a contact lens fall out and need to moisturize it. And of course, when you're on the plane, you have the AC blowing in your face a lot of the time, and this can dry out your contacts. And of course, if you want to sleep on the plane, you'll need to take out your contacts. So be sure to have contact solution as well as a contact case when you're traveling if you are someone that wears contacts. This is an absolute necessity, one of the most important things that I'm going to mention on this list, because if you don't have contact solution in any way to moisturize your contacts, you're going to be in a very unpleasant situation. And to go with that last item that I mentioned is a pair of backup contacts. So every single time that I travel, I bring 2 extra pairs of contacts in addition to the ones that I'm wearing, because the last thing you want to do is be out of the country or be, away from home even. It doesn't even have to be international, and not have an extra pair of contacts. For me, I'm very nearsighted. I can only see, clearly a few feet in front of my face. And if I didn't have any contacts and I was, let's say, on a vacation somewhere, then I would have a miserable experience because everything would be blurry. So I always make it a point to double check and make sure that I have at least 2 extra pair of contact lenses. So be sure, if you wear contacts, to bring extra pairs. This is non-negotiable. Now, real quick, I wanted to interrupt this video to say that if you guys are enjoying the content in this video, I wanted to mention my free resource, my 10 dream destinations to travel to on a budget. I created this free resource so that way you would have access to 10 beautiful dream destinations, as well as all the resources that you need to book and plan your trip all at one place. So that way you can save money, save time, and have this all at your fingertips and start making memories ASAP. If you want to pick this up, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below. Now, let's move on to our next item. The next essential item is a collapsible water bottle. Now, the reason for this is because you can't bring water into the airport, so you can bring a water bottle that you can refill at a refill station, and this will save you so much money on water. And if you bring a collapsible water bottle, you can pretty much put it anywhere. I mean, it'll fit anywhere, and this will just save you so much money and make it so much easier for you as far as having water is concerned. You don't want to be without water, so bring that collapsible water bottle. Next one on my list is wipes. So wipes are super important because airplanes are prime spots for germs, and you want to be able to wipe down your area, especially the tray that sits behind the person in front of you. You want to wipe that down because those things can be gross. People will change their kids on those. People will do all sorts of stuff on those, and you want to make sure that they're clean. So be sure to bring some wipes and wipe down your area when you are on the plane, so that way you don't get sick and you can protect yourself. Be sure to bring those wipes. The next essential on my list is cash. So if you are going out of the country, especially, you want to bring some cash. Now, I don't know about every country in the world, but when I went to Mexico, I didn't bring cash the first time, and I had to go to an ATM and withdraw pesos, which means I had a hard time kind of calculating how much American money that translated to when I was withdrawing from an ATM, which kind of made it a little bit more challenging to tip the staff while I was on vacation, because I was at an all-inclusive resort. And you want to be able to have cash. And the second time that I went on an all-inclusive vacation to Mexico, I was sure to bring about $100 of extra cash, and I was able to tip them. It made my life so much easier. I didn't have to withdraw out of an ATM, and $100 in American money goes a long way in Mexico when you're tipping the staff. So be sure to bring a little bit of extra cash whenever you're traveling internationally. The next essential on my list is something I actually just discovered. I haven't tried it myself, but it looks so cool that I wanted to include it on this list. It's called the Flight Flap Pro. It's this little flexible piece of material that allows you to, position your phone or position your tablet however you would like. It kind of works like a stand, but you can also attach it to the back of the chair in front of you and set your phone in it. It looks super cool, and when I looked it up, it was super cheap, and I know I'm definitely going to be buying one before my next trip because it looks super cool. And I believe that this is an essential for when you're traveling, for watching movies on your phone and being able to position your phone in a good spot, so that way you can, you know, not have to like look down at the tray. I don't like to look down at the tray because I would set my phone on the tray sometimes when I'm traveling, when I'm watching stuff, and it was just kind of uncomfortable. But if I can set it a little bit higher by attaching it to the back of the seat and put my phone in this little flight flap, I think that would be a huge game changer. And these things are super cheap. I think they're like less than $15. So I included that in my kit link below in the description. So if you want to go check that out, be sure to go check out my link and pick up a Flight Flap Pro. Now, the next essential item that I'm gonna say is a necessity when you're traveling is a travel credit card. Now, I'm just getting into the world of travel credit cards, but I've been looking into them quite a bit, and the amount of benefits that you can get from having travel credit cards is crazy. There's a variety of different travel credit cards out there that you can pick from, so be sure to do your research and find out which one is right for you. But travel credit cards can allow you to get so many points back that you can then use to save on your travel, and I consider this a huge necessity when you're traveling. And I recently just got one. It's my very first one. It's called the Built Travel Card. And this one's actually completely free. And the reason I got this one is because, one, it was free, and two, because it allows you to get points back on your rent, which is super cool. In fact, it seems to be one of the only cards from what I was looking up that you can actually pay your rent on it without any additional fee. So if you want to get a travel credit card that's like an entry-level card, then, you know, maybe look into the Built. I don't have enough experience with it yet to give you guys a proper review, but as I get a little bit more experience with this travel credit card, I do want to do a review on this channel. But be sure to look into travel credit cards, so that way you can get points back on all of your day-to-day spending as well as your travel spending, so that way eventually you can get some free travel. Not to mention, some travel credit cards allow you to stay in airport lounges as well as move to the front of the line when you're getting your bags checked. So be sure to look into all the different travel credit cards and see which one is right for you. Number 13 is a blanket or a hoodie. So when you go on the airplane, you may or may not be super cold when you get on the plane, and you want to have a way to stay warm. So bring a nice comfortable hoodie or bring a nice travel blanket. And I included a travel blanket in my kit link below. You can go check that out at the end of this video. Number 14 is resistance bands. So this is an essential for me because I'm huge into working out. I'm huge into staying fit. I'm huge into calisthenics, and resistance bands are so cheap and so light and so easy to pack, and they allow you to get a phenomenal workout anywhere. And I'm gonna assume that a few people in my audience are also into working out and staying in shape, and resistance bands are phenomenal for staying in shape and just great for traveling. So be sure to bring a pair of resistance bands if you're wanting to work out while you're on vacation. Now, the next travel essential is snacks. So when you're on a long flight, don't count on the plane to have any good snacks. In fact, they have pretty lousy snacks. So bring some snacks from the airport onto the plane. And if you're like me and you want to eat healthy, then my recommendations are dried fruits, regular fruits, you know, trail mix without any candy or a bunch of added oils. Let's see, jerky, certain kinds of jerky would be good. Let's see, what else? Nutrition bars, protein bars. These are things that you could bring onto the plane as far as snacks are concerned that would be healthy and good for you while you're traveling. But be sure to bring a few snacks because you're probably going to get hungry, and the airport, or excuse me, the airplane is not going to provide very good snacks. So that's it for my most essential items that you need to bring while you're traveling. And one more time before this video is over, I wanted to mention my free resource, my 10 dream destinations to travel to on a budget. I created this free resource so that way you would have access to 10 beautiful dream destinations, as well as all the resources that you need to plan your vacation all in one place. So that way you can save time, save money, and start making memories ASAP. And if you want to pick this up, you can do so by clicking the link in the description. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. It helps me out a lot. And be sure to comment and let me know which one of these items is an absolute essential to you, and which one of these things that you are going to be picking up for your next vacation. And let me know some travel item essentials that I may have left off this list, so that way I can have them in mind for my next vacation. And be sure to share this video with anyone that it might help. That helps me out a lot, and that helps them out a lot. I'm super excited for you guys to, pick up some of these items and improve the quality of your next vacation. I will see you guys next week. Peace out.